Especially you, bro. You're a pollutant.
Save the planet, kill yourself. We're back, episode 30. Episode 30.
Whoa, we made it to the
Here's the thing, as I told my friends, everybody's been nagging me to review this, and then I'm like, about episode 30, we'll start reviewing them. Here it is, episode 30. We got our first recommendation from Sal.
Title fight.
Nobody knows who that is, but
Literally.
Floral Green is the album. We got Azhurel, we got Aaron, we got Floral Green by Title Fight, and
we start off our friends' recommendations with a banger.
it's a banger. First time hearing
Why
it.
did he recommend this to us?
Because he was on a big binge of it, and he was way drunk one night. We were drunk. We were sitting in his garage. And then he's like, "Are you doing recommendations or some shit?" And I was like, "Yeah, you want to put one on there?" He's like, "Title Fight, Floral Green." I was like, "All right." Wasn't it the first one on the list? Yeah.
That's why we're doing it.
So I was like, "All right, I'll put it on the list." So here we are, Sal. Finally.
Here you go,
You might want to end the
Sally.
video. You might want to end the video now. First time hearing
Score
it.
guess.
Oh, score guess.
For you.
-5
For me, negative. You think it will be my first negative?
on the show. I think so.
What? A landmark. And then for you, you obviously don't have as much of a visceral hatred for it as Master of Puppets. But. What was Movement? -80?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this negative. Because there's some like punk drenched. No, but it's not the type of punk you like anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to give it -90. A little worse. I expect it to be your second lowest rated album.
Okay.
Because I know you don't like 80s music, but I don't think that is as annoying to you as like whiny emo is. At least that's my prediction. I guess that kind of spoils my opinions as well.
First time hearing it.
Yesterday?
So,
day before yesterday.
Sal's been playing it for a while. Pretty much ever since his girlfriend broke up with him. Which, very tragic, Sal. I agree. I'm not...
Very sad.
We just did an album that had a song that hit close to home for me when I got out of a long-term relationship with a girl that I loved.
Tacky to listen to like the most angsty sad boy music when you're actually sad.
But
it's like,
let me see what I wrote.
Imagine if I had a breakup and then I listened to freaking. It's like
yeah,
so
but it's
tacky.
not.
It's nose.
It's not okay. This song hits because we. Well, it is. It's not like I'm gonna listen to this because we broke up. It's and he was listening to music of similar genres while they were dating, and then this must have hit after they broke up, and he was like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? And here's what I wrote. I will note that I did see YouTube comments about people who know other people who were big fans of the album and suicidal, and this album was almost a safe haven for those suicidal individuals, so I understand it's like emotional significance in that regard, and I definitely understand how the album could bring about a feeling of like an individual feeling like they were born at the wrong time, maybe a little too early or a little too late, and I do hold respect for the album in that regard. Any album can be an emotional safe haven. Any album that can be an emotional safe haven has a place in music.
Someone said this album has the best guitar riffs ever.
They haven't heard Metallica.
Metallica guitar riffs are literally better.
So I understand, like, some people, I just think it's how do I say this without being an asshole? I'm going to say it's like such a fundamental emotion that there's not, this album hits some of the most fundamental emotions, and those emotions are sometimes the least complex. Like, I bet my cat would like this album if he was sad, you know what I mean? And so I get it.
I think, which is funny, sad is one of melancholic is one of my highest rated it's not melancholic though. That's the first descriptor on Rate Your Music. It is
melodic hardcore.
No,
melancholic.
Depressive,
Oh, man.
existential, self-hatred, pessimism.
Yeah, I can see all those, but melancholic.
There's a song or two that are pretty melancholic, but like weirdly enough, despite me liking a lot of melancholy and sad music, when it's like when it's just like when the genre has sad in like its descriptor, like emo rap or emo rock or emo anything, it generally just riddles my bones with cringe. So angsty and silly. It's like
all right, he just came all out with emo, it. So
emo music as a whole, and I'm not saying this album, I'm saying emo music in general. Reminds me of like it's like high school.
I think it's too
emotions.
primitive.
It's like
that's what I'm saying.
For high school, middle schoolers.
It's primitive emotional complexity.
School, I'm over high school.
It is pretty fundamental emotional.
That's fair.
States,
and there is an emo album that I like. It's like the first emo album, so it doesn't have that. Deftones is not emo. Not
just
close.
Kidding.
It's American Football's first album. It's kind of more math rock than it is emo, but it has a bit of the emo line. A little bit. It's not like this. So I do like that album quite a lot, actually. It's like one of my favorite albums, top 15. But this is not that. This is Title Fight. It's Floral Green.
Number 37 for 2012. People like this album. People like this album, man.
Just sucked. Let's check out what else is in Good Kid, Mad City. Okay. So we have albums I haven't heard of, albums I haven't heard of, albums I haven't heard of. Okay, albums I haven't heard of.
I'm way too drunk for you to be going this fast. Killer Mike? Okay, that album sucks, though.
Okay, so all of this is nonsense or bad so far.
You're going way too fast, dude. I'm too drunk for this.
Well, we can't show that, but No
Love
fine. Deep Web, Godspeed You Black Emperor. Okay, so things start getting more interesting. Billy Woods, I've heard this album's good. So things start getting good in the 10s.
Death Grips Money Store again.
Frank Ocean, Bloom, let's go.
Beach House, there we go. Okay.
Oh, Speak of the Devil, their best album. I freaking love this album. So there were some good albums in 2012, but it doesn't seem like that strong of a year. Let's be honest. Good Kid, Mad City, and Death Grips are great, but this isn't.
Bloom is all right, but Tame Impala,
Lonerism, that album's too high. Well, I don't know. I guess this is my least favorite Tame Impala album, but
all right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like 2012 is that strong of a year.
People like this album though. I know that people love this album. Some people do, and I get it. I get it.
I love that for them.
But it's not for me.
Nor me.
So I guess we'll start getting into it. Band is comprised of Jamie Roden on guitar and vocals, Ned Russin on bass and vocals, Shane Moran on guitar, and Ben Russin.
Thanks.
And Ben Russin on drums. So Ned and Ben Russin, they are brothers. They are from Kingston, Pennsylvania, formed in 2003. They make post-hardcore, hardcore punk, melodic hardcore punk, emo, shoegaze, post-rock, etc.
Shoegaze is a stretch and a half.
No, I don't think so.
Have you listened to a shoegaze album? You haven't even heard My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, but what's that one song? My Head in a Ceiling Fan? When they start, after the slow intro, like they start going in, that's hella shoegaze vibes.
I feel like Beach House is more shoegaze than this album. Shoegaze is just when you have such crazy.
I know you're just hitting like pedals and shit. Yeah, and you're just staring at your shoes. But I feel like that's a pretty broad genre too, though.
Shoegaze has a sound. My Bloody Valentine.
I think this album's shoegaze. I guess I'm not gonna argue because maybe I don't know enough, but
it's not on the Wikipedia.
It's on the Rate Your Music.
Yeah, that's true. Rate Music sound typically is better, but it is towards the end. Emo pop. I don't really think it's a pop album either, so I don't really think either of those two.
I could see both of those, but anyways, I'm gonna move on.
Post-hardcore too is a bit odd because post-hardcore was a genre that emerged from hardcore punk, so it's a bit more angry as opposed to like sappy, I guess.
Well, I think the vocals maybe are.
Yeah, the vocals definitely sound post-hardcore, but they do have a bit of that emo whine that isn't particular to the post-hardcore genre.
I could see all the genres.
I see emo, definitely melodic hardcore. I see more than post-hardcore, but what do I know? I'd put post-hardcore in third place, and then shoegaze and emo pop I wouldn't even have.
I'm not gonna rank them, but I do see all of them in some way or another. They have 3 studio albums that gradually shift from hardcore punk to atmospheric and mellow.
Cool. Love that for them.
Sal says he always complains to me, these guys will never make music again. And I look at him and I'm like, good.
Why? Did they die?
No, they just stopped making music. Even though I don't think Sal knows what he's talking about. I think they're in the works of like getting back together and making another album. But they originally formed with twin Russin brothers and Rodin playing local shows. The Russin brothers' older brother, who was not in the band, and the hardcore. I skipped a major part of my notes, but he influenced. Oh no, I didn't. So the Russin's brothers' older brother, who's not in the band, and the hardcore punk festivals in Wilkes-Barre, was a major influence on the formation of the band. And you know where Wilkes-Barre is?
Mm-mm.
So in Pennsylvania, you have like the state's kind of shaped like a box, right?
Mm.
You got like Philadelphia in the lower left, Pittsburgh in the lower right, and then Wilkes-Barre like kind of just up here.
Okay, Wilkes-Boro, isn't it?
Wilkes-Barre. I mean, it's pronounced a few different ways from what I was reading.
It's spelled with the O-R-O though, right?
No.
Oh, no, I've never heard of that city. Garbage city.
I only have because it's got a minor league professional hockey team, but...
I see. Hold on. Related artists, Bad Seed? Isn't that of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds?
Is it?
Fame?
I could see it being kind of related. Is it Nick Cave and the Bad? Or is it just because they're from Wilkes-Barre too? I mean, there was a big scene going on.
Is on it.
There you go. I mean, there was a big scene going on of this kind of music at the time. I think that's honestly where it came from. I don't think anybody would start this music on their own accord.
No, they're the Bad Seeds, not Bad Seed.
Okay.
So probably different, yeah.
Okay. Their name comes from an old HBO Showtime guide that Ned had read in the attic as a kid when he was younger. As a kid when he was at the same age. I'm just kidding. For those interested in perhaps a similar sound, the group toured with and made music with Balance and Composure, Fireworks, Crime in Stereo, Bayside, Senses Fail.
Oh boy, those are some emo hits.
H2O, right and Newfound Glory, to name a few. Senses
Fail went so hard on Burnout Paradise. Or no, yeah, Burnout Paradise and also Guitar Hero 3.
Weirdo. I'm just kidding. I like how I know which beer is the one that has beer in it. They get more melodic as they progress through their discography, taking influence from Knapsack, Jawbreaker, and The Promise Ring.
What are those? Other bands?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were featured in Warped Tour, which had come to Salt Lake a few times. Yeah.
Vans Warped Tour.
My sister went to that. She was here one summer and went to that.
Which one?
I can't remember. Maybe it's like 2014 or something. But Lucas said he liked those shows as like in middle school.
I would have loved that stuff in middle school, but once again, I'm 23
He said like those festivals were way better than like the Kilby block parties and shit. Like just with the energy and shit.
The energy at that was fun. Yeah.
They've been primarily inactive since 2016, but Ned Russin has started a solo project called Glitterer.
Yeah, I saw that.
They've been featured in many other Wilkes-Barre bands.
Oof, his stuff is getting high twos. Loser. Oh, Slacker Rock. You might like it. Here you go.
Interesting. But also, you like melancholic. And true. That's what this is. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes genres don't do a very good job.
Yeah, I don't know if melancholic. I feel like melancholic is too downtrodden. This music is pretty amp.
I feel like it just depends on who you ask.
Well,
like, what does melancholic mean to a person?
Well, there's actual.
To you,
definition.
It doesn't mean this.
There's actual definition. So let's use that.
The actual definition can be applied to both styles of music, though.
True, then apply it to both.
All right, this is melancholic.
Right.
So about the album, this is Floral Green. I think it's their second album.
Is
that right?
It is after Shed that released in 2011 and Hyperview in 2015.
So yep, their middle album. Yep. Recorded in Conshohocken.
Yep, that's how you say it.
Pennsylvania. For those who live there, your town's name is fucked up.
Conshow.
And released in September 18th, 2012 with a 33-minute runtime.
Probably just Conshohocken.
Yeah.
Population of
-4. Population of
9,000. Dang, bougie. That's
Yeah, I
tiny.
feel like this area of Pennsylvania was definitely had a scene of this kind of music at the time.
Weirdly enough, it seems like rural, boring places with nothing going on are where emo music breeds. There's literally an entire genre of emo music called Midwest emo. Because what else are you gonna do in Ohio other than be sad and make music?
Crank your hog.
Do meth. Other than that, you got 3 options.
Yeah.
I feel like if this band started in like a state or 2 over, it would have been Midwest emo, but it's technically out of the scene. So even though it has a very similar sound, it can't be given that genre label.
Interesting.
Thank you.
It's classified as all the aforementioned genres. Reviews range from orange to red.
Yes. Good album. Reviews from no, they don't.
Yes, they do,
No,
bro.
they
By
don't.
critics and Rate Your Music.
Not by critics.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but these are like underground critic. Like After the Press is probably.
What do you want me to say? That's the critics. They
Look,
rate.
it's pop alternative music. It's for all. Look at these dorks, bro. These guys would like this music.
Those guys look like Mick Jagger, bro.
Look at this website, dude. You really think I'm gonna trust a rating from a website that is glitched out like this?
I think that was intentional.
It looks bad.
All right. Either way,
I don't trust
Rate Your
them.
Music has similar scores, bro.
Sputnik Music, like what the
People
heck is
like
that, bro?
this album.
Adobe, come on, give me a break. BBC, British people, you can't trust British people. Everyone knows that.
People like the album.
I'm glad they do. I love that for them. I'd rather people like things than not like things.
Production was done by Will Yip, along with engineering and mixing.
That's a fake name, bro. That's for sure a fake
Other
name.
nobodies helped with mixing and mastering and artwork. The
Don't
album
forget John
definitely
Garrett
has that
Slabby.
2000s production feel, even though it came out in 2012.
For real. That's
Maybe I
facts.
can feel comfortable calling it 2000s progressive production feel.
So like it would have been good in the 2000s,
Yeah,
but it's a bit delayed in 2012.
that's all I got.
All right. No, but I still feel that. Track 1.
Track 1.
It is an angsty hard rock emo track with shouty vocals and aforementioned or alluded to emo whiny style of singing. Instrumentally, I don't think it's bad at all. I like this was where I was trying to get at. I asked him what's like the vocal equivalent of a chord progression because I like the part where it goes ba-na-na-na-na-na. I think that I like that. That
That's
sounds
just
cool.
yeah, a scale or a key.
I like the progression of how he sings, but I
Melodic.
don't like the shouty whine. There's a difference, like because I am infamous for not liking aggressive vocals, like screaming or shouting, but at least with normal punk, it doesn't have that tinge of whiny that emo has. That is so much.
I like
harder
the
to
lazy.
listen to, bro.
Lazy versus whiny. Which ones win?
Lazy screaming. What was lazy screaming?
Black Lips Lazy versus whining.
I guess we'll see by the scores of the album at the end.
Bro, Lazy is way better. That's when you don't care.
Spoiler
That's when you
alert.
don't care enough. This is when you care too much.
Way too much. You're about to shoot yourself, bro. He's about to save the planet.
Are you done?
Yep.
So it's a good intro to the album. I think it's a pretty representative
Yeah, 100%.
Intro. The lyrical content is pretty basic, but somehow still poetic. Pretty abrasive in a clean way due to the production choices, I feel like. They're just way abrasive, but then they like clean it up. Like, if you really want abrasive, listen to like Black Lips, right?
Oh my
Everything
God, this
blends
one.
and is not
No,
mixed.
if you really want abrasive, listen to Bad Brains or some actual hardcore.
Okay, well,
punk,
I guess,
not-
yeah, I'm just
not
referring to something that's
post-hardcore.
good, but...
I feel that.
Like, Black Lips is not mixed. It's all just abrasive and going on in one single channel. And then this is like, everything's recorded abrasive, but then like mixed up like, okay, we have to make sure like each note literally has a fucking track. This note comes at this time. And it's so dumb the way they produce it like that. Obviously, it's not exactly like that, but I just hate, they should like mash it up in a blender a little more and it would sound a little, and then not be like so picky about cleaning it up. I don't know. But also now I'm just trying to change their whole style into something that's good. That's all I have.
pretty representative of the whole album.
This is the worst song on the album, Leaf.
Wow, Leaf?
I think this is the worst song on the album. I think it's one of the top 2 worst songs on the album.
I thought you were going to say On the Face of the Earth or something. I'm like, bro, relax.
No, it's not that bad.
No.
Maybe top 5. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not.
No, it's good. No, this song sucks. This song is fucking terrible. Fuck this song, bro. I hate this song.
I said, I don't know if this will relate to you you were a gamer, but in a different way than I was. I was a racing game guy all through and through, always have been. And circa like 2012, bro, this song would have went crazy on Burnout Paradise.
I could see that.
Xbox 360.
God, dude, that's such an annoying sound, bro.
I don't necessarily mind it that much. I said the little guitar riff is good. It's fine. I don't mind that type of sound.
I hated it, bro.
But yeah, it has that quintessential 2000s pop punk emo infusion and angsty, shouty vocals about being depressed and girls and all that. It's very much the same emo thing that's been going on since emo started, thanks to a band that I actually like. So
Nirvana.
Yeah. No, I blame the emo stuff on American football. But yeah, bro, that song would have went hard to Burnout Paradise, but I haven't played that game in like 10 years, and don't plan on playing it anytime soon or anytime ever again, so no longer goes hard.
The vocals on this track are not for me. I don't like this song at all. I think the vocals were done pretty poorly in terms of creative choice, and there's just an uneasy incoherence with the way he sings. Not for me at all. Not for me. Turn the shit off the moment it comes on, bro. I'm throwing
what's
some
the last
shit.
thing you said about that? Turn this off the moment it comes on, bro. You said it just like that.
Probably some Metallica bullshit.
It was.
Bro.
I think it was. No,
God.
It was either that or Nirvana.
I don't know. This song fucking sucks, bro.
Dang, we're in for one.
This is the worst song on the album.
We're in for quite a score at the end of this video.
Next song.
All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
Like a Ritual, another shouty hard rock emo track that I don't want to listen to.
I got a little more than that. Also, I heard the album quite a bit more.
Dude, this fool listened to this album like 7 times.
Like, I would say probably in the 10s.
I listened to it twice, I'm going to be fully honest. Which is one...
At least one of us
time,
listened to it a lot.
One time less than Black Keys. Reason being... Well, yeah, reason being... Just
Black Lips or Black Keys?
Sorry, Lips.
Okay.
Both of those albums are pretty straightforward. They're not doing anything that crazy, so it doesn't take that many listens to get it. Like,
get what? There's nothing to get.
That's what I mean. Like, I've only heard this song twice, but I remember the bass line. I remember him going...
Yeah, but also you could have just said that to every song and been equally as correct. So that doesn't count.
No, I remember it is particularly shouty when it hits that part. I don't like it. I don't want to listen to it.
Also,
I only listened to it twice.
You only heard it twice, just like Black Lips, because you recently started only listening to things on Mondays, which you said you've always been doing, but you haven't.
Nope, that's wrong. That was literally wrong.
I will say, okay, I think the guitar display is a little bit more interesting as we get into the album. I think the guitar gets a little bit more interesting. I said the chord progression on this song is a little more entertaining to me, but the production is still out of my ballpark, and that's the same for the whole album. It really comes down to creating a specific genre. So in summary, it's like
you think they sat
the
in the studio
genre
like,
isn't
I'm trying
enough
to make
for me.
emo
Exactly,
music.
yeah. That's why they produced it like they did.
Yeah.
If they relaxed a little, it would have sounded way different, bro. On the production, if they were a little more apathetic on the production, it would have sounded way different. And I think that they did shoot for a specific genre, and it's not my genre. It's not up my ballpark, so it's not
Never has
relatable
been
enough.
for me either.
Not relatable enough for me. So
would you? Actually, I'll let you finish, and then this will.
That's
be
it.
Okay. So, would you say, generally speaking, you're more of a fan of emo rap or emo rock like this?
Isn't emo rap like MGK?
XXX Tentacion, MGK, Lil Peep, sorry. Like
no,
the
they're all
sad
equally
boy.
cringe. But how can I say that? Because that makes me feel like I'm condescending.
No, I'll
It's
say
like these
emo rap is
people's.
significantly worse. And I hate emo rock generally, but stuff like this, bro, I can get down with some of it as we'll see coming further on. But dude, you cannot. Well, maybe you could, but to my current understanding of the world, you cannot hit me with like a freaking XXX track that I'm gonna be like, whoa, that was actually sick, bro.
Well, can I make a generalization?
So bad, bro. It's so bad because I like rock instrumentations. I like they're going bam, they're going, kind of.
I like
hard,
it. I just think the production's a little off.
But the whiny vocals are annoying, and the lyric content is samey. It doesn't inspire anything to me. But emo rap has none of the cool rock and roll like jam out quality. It's just slow.
I think they're both pretty bad.
Boring garbage rap that's so freaking dumb, bro. I hate emo rap. It's my least favorite genre of all time, bro. I can't stand it.
Well, can we make a generalization about the emo state of mind? I feel like it's
dumb.
I don't want to like. All right, as a Republican,
what?
You're fucking idiots. As a leftist, I don't want to disembody your, or what's the word? Disenfranchise your emotions. They're just equally as important. No, I get it. Like some people, but I just think it's a simple state of emotions. There's not many cranial connections being made in your brain. I feel like, and I don't get it. But if some people get it, awesome. You're perfect the way you are. You don't need to change.
But I mean, this is a more of applicable, I feel like, to emo rap. But do you think it's actually healthy to just wallow in your sorrows using sad music like this?
I think music is always healthy. I think music is the savior. If a motherfucker's suicidal, music saves them, bro.
I don't agree.
I 100% agree.
Because when it comes to
my own statement, of course I agree with my own statement.
Well, you probably genuinely, like 97% agree. There's no way you 100% agree with that statement.
No, I'm just being dramatic.
Right.
I always do that.
How much do you actually agree with your own statement?
83%.
Okay, but no, on the real, to my emo
music is always a savior,
fellas. I mean, emo rap kids won't be watching this video, but I generally think like some of the pessimism displayed in a lot of emo rap, like this like hopeless, sorrowful,
it's nihilistic
lyrical content. I don't think that's healthy to listen to music that just kind of perpetuates your unhealthy way of thinking.
I think it can be as in terms of understanding yourself. This is how I think because I like this music, and then it's like, whoa.
Right, but
like if you
really feel like the world is just like horrible and you should just kill yourself, and your music saying, "Yeah, the world sucks. I should just kill myself." I don't
think anybody's in a state of like psychological static. Like they're not moving at all. What's the word?
Stasis?
Yeah, like people don't sit in a single state. They're always trying to figure out who they are, and music is a perfect way to help you discover that. And if you're listening to emo whatever and you like it and you're like, this is how I think and that's useful for me, and because you're connecting with it, obviously like something's going on where it's all introspective.
Like I said, wallowing in sorrow is not a healthy way to
I don't think people wallow
cooperate with their emotions.
I don't think they sit there in a static state of non-motion. What's the fucking word? What's the word for like non-motion? Stagnant. I don't think people sit in like a stagnant state of, okay, this is it, and this is okay. Yep.
I generally think they do. No, especially, I think it's like especially when depressed, you tend to be very unenergetic and just like kind of sink and wallow in suffering.
I can see that too.
So like to just
also I'm not a fucking therapist or a psychologist.
And then listen to music that is also perpetuating the idea of wallowing in suffering and that the world sucks. Just doesn't seem healthy.
Well, what else are you supposed to do when you're at that deep of a spot in your life, and we've all been there,
go to therapy.
And you need something to relate to, man. Like this music is a savior, I feel like, for some people.
But there's sad music that has a glimmer of hopefulness at the end, you know? Like the world sucks, but
yeah, but not everybody has that like propensity for hopefulness.
That's
in fact, most people have the opposite of that
when
they would listen to.
Yeah, I know.
It's very sad and it's very tragic, and that's where my respect for this album comes from. Is like in the darkest corners of somebody's life, like at least something is holding them on.
At least they can jam out to some bad music.
Exactly.
Next song. This godforsaken song.
Secret Society.
This song is so.
You had this song stuck in your head? I've never had a song off this album stuck in my head,
It's
bro.
my least favorite song.
You were tortured, bro. You had a terrible day.
I was actually trying to just go with it, and like, and I was running
that's kinda dope.
XPD. I'm like, okay, just get some like angsty music, just get me.
That's kind of sick, actually.
But man, no. When I sit down listening to this song, maybe if I'm running listening
Dude,
to this song,
yesterday when I got beer, I don't know.
Listening to this song, bro.
Yesterday when I got beer, bro, I don't know what you were listening to, but I walked by the car with a full case of beer that you didn't want me to go buy.
I was listening to
looked
My
at you and
Beautiful
you
Dark
just,
Twisted Fantasy.
dude, you looked so mad, and I was like telling Natalie and Kaylee, I was like, he's fucking pissed right now. Do not bother this guy. I walked by, I like hold up a case of beer and smile, and you just like, and like look back. I was like, this guy's probably listening to Floral Green. I was like, leave his ass alone.
No, this song, bro. This song really hurt me. Just this
song
intro,
sucks.
The whine.
It's not very good. Yeah, the vocal delivery is pretty bad.
Man, this is as whiny as it gets on the whole album, I feel like.
No, I agree.
God, bro. Let me see what I actually wrote about it. Secret Society, same as the other songs, but even more whiny. That gets super shouty during the chorus. And that sounds
This is
so
one of the worst
ugly and
songs on the album.
dislikable.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what else to say.
Hateable.
Yeah.
Either this or track 2 are the worst songs on the album.
To the hateable.
Worst songs on
personally.
the album.
But
And the lyrics, I lost the key or some shit, bro.
But no, yeah. This.
Okay, I guess I'll just read what I wrote. Not a fan of the lyrics on this track at all, but they're there. Vocal delivery is kind of bad too.
Kind of bad is horrible.
It's terrible. This song sucks, bro. All right, at least after this song, at least the album starts moving a little bit uphill.
It starts moving. Like the last four songs really are all the same emotion, same lyrical content, same.
You mean the first
bundle.
four?
Yeah, did I say that?
I don't necessarily think that. I think there is a uniqueness, but they're still bad.
I can still differentiate a uniqueness.
They're bad, bro.
But they all have the same like desired effect.
I mean, like a Ritual, track 3 isn't extremely terrible, but these track 2, Leaf, and this song are fucking terrible. These are terrible songs.
I think I like Leaf more than Like a Ritual, but I definitely like both of those songs way more than this one.
This song sucks.
Yeah, it does sucks. And not a sucks as in leaning dislikable. I do dislike this song. It was hard to listen to.
It comes on, you roll your eyes.
Yeah, and
you kill yourself. You come back. I'm just kidding.
And then you skip. All right, track 4.
The hit of the album.
You like this? Yeah, bro.
No. I'm saying critically.
Oh, really?
The hit of the album.
I agree. It's the best song we have by far for me.
I don't agree, but
so
it's not bad.
This song switches it up from the string of like samey, angsty, loud rock songs.
It is the most standout.
Yeah, I agree. This song immediately, I listen to this, I'm like, whoa, are we gonna have more songs like this? No, we don't.
No, we don't. Sorry,
but it's more of a slow, like emo rock ballad. It's more of like a kind of sit.
It's better. It's better.
Sit in your feels and just kind of soak it in instead of like punch a wall because you're pissed off. You know what I mean?
One of these days, the wall needs to punch one of these motherfuckers back, bro.
I'll square up with the wall, bro. That album sucks.
All right.
I'm kidding. Mostly. I'm mostly kidding. Starts off with a skeletal, relaxed guitar
have to piss.
solo. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Keep going.
It starts off with a.
I'm like 7 beers in by this point. I hope you know that.
You're doing pretty good. It starts off with a skeletal, relaxed guitar solo before the song gets slammed with this heavy, loud drumming, and this more instead of this angsty, whiny, shouty garbage. It's kind of just like a monotone, emotionless, apathetic vocal delivery. And it's singing
like it.
Instead. It sounds way better, dude. I honestly really like it. No post-hardcore shouting or whining. Just pleasant singing. And it's not pleasant in like a beautiful way. It just fits like the emotional state of this song. I also like the ending. How it kind of ends with like this really distant reverb. I feel like I don't know if it's reverby, but it's a very washed out and distant guitar lick. Sounds very sad and touching. It almost seems like the song ended and then like the guy, like the protagonist of the story, is just like later on in the day type thing, just like playing a little emotional guitar lick to himself, like the lights in the studio have shut off and he's just still going. Like, I like the imagery of the song. I really like this song. This song's great.
Well, it's supposed to be the standout track of the album.
I agree.
I like the touching guitar intro. Yeah, it really hits. The track is slower than the rest of the album, and it's especially noticeable in the vocal delivery.
Yeah, bro.
Versus
Make You Cry. This is a very dumb name for a song, first of all. But
you listen to New Order.
What's dumb about a song named Movement? Or sorry, it's album. Sorry.
Wait, is that the band or the album?
New Order's the band.
All right, that's a bad band name.
It's a sick band name. They're regathering. It's a New Order after Joy Division.
Yeah, they're like the Illuminati or some shit, huh?
I don't even know if that conspiracy theory was a thing when New Order was around.
I'm pretty sure Illuminati's been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but was it always called the New World Order? Who cares? Make You Cry is back to the whiny, screamy, emo, post-hardcore nonsense that I do not want to listen to. Instrumentation I wrote is pretty uninteresting, which I think is generally true. But in this album, which is not a high bar, it is a little bit better than average. But
that's an interesting way to word it. That's very intricate.
When I wrote uninteresting, I was saying relative to anything else I could be listening to.
Right.
His vocals are particularly ugly in the chorus. I could mimic them, but you've heard me mimic them before. It sounds pretty much the same every time.
I'll mimic them.
No, he's got a deeper voice than that. That was closer. It's also 2:30 a.m., so maybe not do that. But about mid-track, the song slows down a bit and isn't too bad. I think he doesn't shout as much towards in the latter half of the track, and the drumming and guitar get a little more interesting. A little more, I don't know if I should say intricate, but a little more interesting.
Yeah, I think the guitar in this song is actually enjoyable, even though the production on it isn't too terrible for me. But the vocals just aren't there for me. There's a fine line between shouting like the Black Lips do and crying like Kendrick Lamar does. Ooh. And these guys are caught in like an uncanny middle area.
Ooh, okay, that's an interesting way to look at it. Sympathy. Or should I say Sympathy? Another post-hardcore emo song.
Super boring.
I disagree, honestly. I feel how you do about Make You Cry, I feel about this song. I don't know what more I can say other than that, other than there is some likable drumming and some of the guitar passages are pretty cool in this song. One of the marginally better tracks of this post-hardcore emo style. Head in the Ceiling Fan doesn't give me that like post-hardcore vibe at all, so I don't count that when I say that statement.
I do not like this song. The song is so boring. This is like if I wanted to waste like how long is the song?
2 minutes and some odd.
If I wanted to waste 2 minutes and some odd whatever in my life, I would listen to this. If I just wanted to completely waste them and not have absolutely anything happen ever for 2 minutes and just be brain dead.
There's some good drumming in this song.
No, this song is not good. It's so boring, bro.
I mean, I gave it a 0.
It gives you the 2000s alt sad boy vibes, except for the chorus. And I get it. It can be touching with some people and hit the right way, but not me. For me, it's just boring.
Are they even people, bro?
It's just boring, bro. You fucking lizard men, bro. It's fucking boring, bro. It's boring.
It's not great. It's not great. That's why I gave it a 0. Frown starts off with a cool little jam out. Some Burnout PlayStation 2 racing game type rock instrumentation. But the angsty shouting vocals, as per usual, ruin my enjoyability. This track is another one of the marginally better tracks, like the last one. Could become likable at some point if my wife leaves me or something.
That's the only time it will be likable, because the track is just boring in like a basic way.
Maybe I like that basic, because you called the last 2 songs basic. Maybe I like that basic sound because I'd rather
It's just boring.
I'd rather it be boring than be particularly bad.
I would rather it be particularly bad.
Okay, fair enough.
Because then I could rate it lower. It gives you the 2000s alt sad boy vibes again.
Burnout Paradise. Or no, actually, this one's more like Burnout World. Like what's that one called? Burnout Takedown. Like the third one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all millennials know what I'm talking about.
There's just no way they enjoyed making this track, bro.
I don't see how they enjoy making any of this type of music.
I can't see the last two they enjoyed it. They just released it as garbage. It was boring.
Where you're just like just sad and negative. Like I don't know.
If you're actually, sometimes you get into the studio, bro, and you're going and some shit hits you.
I doubt Kendrick Lamar enjoyed making You. That fool did not enjoy making that song.
Yeah, I don't know if he enjoyed it, but he was there, and he was like there. Fully there, like, I don't know.
More there than anyone has ever been.
Like, that's what I'm saying. The studio is a different vibe. It's where you are fully vulnerable to your emotions. And some people can scream and shout.
To my emotions with you on this couch.
That was gay.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way they enjoyed making either of the last two tracks. That's all I gotta say.
What? A quick aside, but I looked at their EPs and their genres are pop punk. So this was originally a pop punk band, bro? Heck no, that's like the worst.
They did kind of, move
punk and
a
emo
bit
often have like a.
Bro, just be done with the episode, bro. I just want to stop this episode.
Punk and emo interchangeable. Let me just say, not interchangeable, but they.
What?
Punk and emo exist in the same subculture. There's a huge Venn diagram. Like
yeah.
A lot of emos.
Oh, so what you mean is bad punk and emo exist in the same Venn diagram?
You don't even know what punk is. You're like status for punk is a band that's not even a punk band. Black, whatever it is.
First of all, Black Flag. That's punk.
That's punk.
That's bad punk.
I agree, it's bad, but
Black Lips, the OCs. Parquet Courts, that's all good punk.
Well,
the Intelligence,
good, yeah, but
that's all good punk.
Good as in like 60s instead of
good as in
negatives.
Good punk. That's good punk, and that's what I'm going to keep referring to punk to because that's the best part of punk.
All right, that's fine.
I'm starting to get
angry drunk. I like that. Let's get into it. Next,
I'm going to start peeing on my floor right now.
Next song, bro. I'm calloused. Calloused. And first, Calloused is more of the same. I do like the part I just poorly sang when the backing vocals kind of support the shouty foreground vocals. It makes for a cool contrast with the shouting, but it doesn't happen very often in the song, so it doesn't make up for the rest of the song being pretty uninteresting and more of the same post-hardcore melodic emo crap that I don't really like at all. It's the only part of the song that I particularly enjoy.
I said the guitar on this song is way choppy and it makes me like it quite a bit more.
Yeah, that's true. The instrumentation was a little bit better,
not a fan of the accentuating lead guitar that kind of hangs over and just kind of like solos in an annoying high-pitched way. I wish they also started changing up the rhythmic flow of the songs, kind of like this song does, earlier on in the album, because it just causes the album to fill up with mids tracks. And when I say mids, I mean bad.
I was about to say, bro, this has not been mids experience for you. Lefty.
I think this is Sal's favorite song on the album.
Okay.
I think these last two are the best two on the album.
I think they're the second best two next to my favorite song on the album. This is another more emotional, slower track. Has cool drumming intro before the emo guitars join the fray. And eventually, some similar shouty vocals, but less aggressive and less whiny, making it much, much more palatable. It's a good melodic hardcore track. I like the song. I like the back. There's like backing vocals too throughout a lot of the song. I don't know if I was mishearing, but I mean, whiny, angsty teen boy vocals and female vocals are sometimes kind of hard to distinguish. But
no, they're impossible to distinguish.
There's some higher pitched backing vocals. I don't know who's singing it, but they sound good together.
They hired the Chuck E. Cheese mascot.
No, I think they hired the girl from the last album, Rihanna.
Just Nicki Minaj. It's supposed to be another hit on the album, which I can also kind of see. It does exactly what I
G key.
wanted. What is that?
My G key. I found it in your couch.
Wait, let me see one more time. I was gonna smack it out of your hand, bro, but you didn't hold it up long enough for me to calculate that.
You're in demon mode.
I can kind of see this being a hit. It does exactly what I wanted in the last track by kind of changing up the flow of the album rhythmically and adding some unpredictability. The vocals are also pretty good for my taste. The only repellent of this song is the production, of course, but I want something less full and sloppy when I go into this realm of music, and this album doesn't do that. So
Fair. So I asked if you were a masochist, which is someone who enjoys self-inflicting.
I'm not a
They like
masochist.
feeling pain.
I'm not a masochist.
Why'd you listen to this album 7 times, bro? You gained nothing from the last
Fuck, I'm a
4 or 5 listens.
masochist, bro. Fuck.
Because you know you didn't need to listen to it.
I have to listen to
You
it.
didn't need to listen to it the 7th time, bro.
Yes,
No, you
fuck,
didn't,
I'm a
bro.
fucking masochist, bro. Oh my god,
I'm genuinely like that was a genuine question.
I don't know. I
'Cause
felt
I
like
know
all
you're
right.
not enjoying
Okay, so
yourself.
we brought it up 2 weeks ago, right? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna hear it. And then another day passed, and I was like, I don't need to hear it. And then another day passed, and I was like, all right, I should probably hear it. And then another day passed, I don't really need to hear it. And then another day passed, and I was like, all right, I should probably
That's
hear it.
why I wait until the last few days to actually listen to it, because I can crank it out a bunch of times with
I'm
it,
not
and then I don't
doing that.
need to I don't need to like wait and then re-listen to it.
I'm
I just
not
crank
doing
it,
that.
crank,
That
crank,
kills
and it's fresh
me,
on
bro.
the mind.
That's just gonna make me like every album we ever do less.
That's fine.
If I
you
have
wanna
to
listen,
force myself
if
to
you
listen
wanna
to
listen,
it, I listen to it on my own accord, bro.
If you want to listen to Hollywood Undead 7 times, go ahead and be my guest,
probably
bro.
will.
I'll listen to it
Not before I
once
take
and
a
a
piss,
half,
though.
bro. I'll hear it once and a half. I'm just kidding. I'll give it a solid 2, just for you guys. Just for my lovely subs.
Hollywood
out there.
Undead sucks.
Yeah.
They're all right.
This song.
This song is
In
flourished.
Between.
Oh.
The closer track is also another one of the less whiny, angsty tracks. The track slows things down relative to the album and has relatively soft, breathy vocals, with the shouty vocals acting as backing vocals.
That's
way
interesting
I
choice.
Like it.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice.
That's how you do it, bro. You have the main vocalist sound good, and then to add a bit of angst to the back end of it, not in your face, you put it in the background, bro. One of my favorite metal bands, it's progressive metal, so not like super crazy hard heavy metal, but they have screamy metal vocals, like the type of like high pitched aggressive screamy metal vocals that people hate, but they are the backing vocals to some relatively well sang normal singing rock vocals, and that sounds good. I like the contrast that angry loud shouty vocals sound against pretty vocals, or more delicate vocals. So it was done well in this song. I like this song as a result of that. But when you have it as the main abrasive force, it just sounds like getting ran over by a train. I don't want to get run over by a train. Did you say something similar, or?
The production on the lead guitar in this song is actually pretty sick.
I also noticed that it seems like a more bassy track too. Like the bass guitar seems
I didn't notice
louder.
that. Interesting.
Well, I was listening to it in my bathroom speaker, the one that we were messing around.
I
with
held
a couple
hooked up
days
to that
ago.
speaker, by the
I know.
way.
It's a good speaker. And I was like, I don't know. I listened to the song, I'm like, oh, this sounds like a cool bass riff. Like, but is it just because I'm barely paying attention? So I went back through a bunch of different songs. Like, no, this song definitely has a more prominent bass.
That's dope.
riff,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like.
this song is. I like this song.
Me too.
I think the production on the guitar is way better, and it makes the song. Vocals aren't too bad either. I definitely think the last 2 songs are the best songs on
And
the
then
album.
would the 4th song be 3rd place?
I think so.
Okay.
You mean the Head in the Ceiling fan?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's 5th song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. But
Okay.
yeah, that's probably 3rd place.
Okay, cool. Then we agree with the top 3
third place.
songs. And they're all the only ones that don't have the annoying, shouty, emo, cringe vocals.
And better production.
Well, I don't notice those types of things as much as you.
You probably do it in the background, but
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Any personals before the final thought? Or before the
There might be a
score
few. I just think this genre is kind of unrelatable to me. So how am I supposed to rate an album on its objective.
I don't care about how relatable it is to me. It just sounds bad.
Yeah, like to me, it's just like I can't rate this good, bro. There's no single part of me that's like, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna listen to this. No, not happening. If it comes on, it comes on. I ain't gonna bitch and whine unless two songs come on. Two songs. If two songs come on, I'll bitch and whine.
Does that mean it's gonna be mostly 0? I guess we'll get to that, but dang, I may have way overestimated.
On the video for Head in the Ceiling Fan, user Leaf Dude wrote Smashing Pumpkins mixed with Deftones.
Smashing. Let me actually analyze that. I don't really get either of those. I get the Deftones is where the.
I never said it. That's why I'm saying earlier when we were setting up, I never said it, bro. Okay. But other people really might have.
That because Smashing Pumpkins isn't emo whiny, and Deftones isn't emo whiny either. Deftones has more kind of those.
I definitely think Smashing Pumpkins is borderline emo whiny.
Really?
Yeah.
The world is a van.
And Deftones is more like punk art.
I wouldn't say punk. It's more of that
post-punk art.
I guess it would be closer to melodic hardcore, but they're not in the same sphere. The types of people who listen to Title Fight, like the subculture around Title Fight,
right?
I feel like the Venn diagram between them and Deftones fans from the 90s, like real Deftones, original Deftones. It was just a comment. Fans. I know. I'm analyzing
that I thought I'd bring up.
Analyzing it. But I feel like Deftones fans were more, I don't know, legit.
I could feel like a higher purity in them.
Okay, thank you. Freaking God, bro. A song like what's the actual song called?
Deftones song?
Yeah.
I don't know. Then
I Don't Care Where, Just Far. What the heck is that song called? It's called Drive or something. Yeah, Drive. I Don't Care Where, Just Far. Something like that. That song is freaking actually angry and sick. Like that's some good. If you're gonna get into this type of like angry, maybe consider angsty metal, bro, then Deftones is the way to go. This is not it, bro. This is white. This is way more white. This is Rich Cracker, bro. And then
I've never seen a person of color listen to this band ever, except for Sal.
Sal is like, I don't even know what he is.
Sal's a mixture of like every color ever, but not those colors. The negative of those colors, like the inverse of those colors.
For real, that guy's he is his own thing. That's why
really his own race. I think the respect I have for this album comes from their apathetic approach to making music.
You respect this album?
In some context.
No, you respect this album.
Yes, I do. In some context. It doesn't feel like they're ever trying too hard, where similar albums with similar ratings or other albums with similar ratings movement feels like they're trying too hard. I like the apathetic approach, or apathetic, whatever.
Okay, so I might be on another very close score.
No, you're not.
Darn it, bro.
Other than that, that's all I have. I do want to ask you about. Earlier, I said, does this album trouble you with your linear thinking in any way?
No, I didn't know
when it comes to scoring music.
By that.
Because if you're scoring music, this album had to have been. You have linear thinking, and you don't have any albums in the negative. So if that linear thinking applies, this album should either be in the very, very low negatives, or it should be probably in the 10s to 50s.
Correct.
So you didn't have any trouble with rating this album? You didn't feel like, oh, this is too high, or oh, this is too low, or it should be lower?
No.
All right, let's see your score then.
My score, I'll go with mine first. I'm sure it's the less offensive score. You might get offended.
108?
No, this is Deftones. This is Deftones. Jesus. That would be insane, though. 12. I like it more than...
How, bro? How, bro? How? You have more respect for that album than Black Lips, bro? How?
Here's why. I'll tell you exactly how. I like 3 songs. This, I like 2 songs.
Bro, you rated Title Fight higher than
By
Black
3,
Lips,
dude.
bro.
No, listen to this though.
No,
hold on. On a scale of 600 points, a 3-point difference, they may as well not.
They shouldn't be anywhere near each other, bro. What are you?
Dude, head in a look. It's all mediocre. One song I particularly think is bad.
You have no negative twos.
No.
Because I have hella negative twos.
Well, if I was to do it 7 times, I probably would, bro.
Oh my god.
Head in a Ceiling Fan is good. I could see this song. I could see Head in a Ceiling Fan
you
becoming
have
lovable.
this rated as
I
the
could
same
see
as
this
one of the best albums
Oh, give me a
of
break.
the fucking 2000s, bro.
2000s is one of the worst decades. Is the worst decade of music. So
Yeah, well, it was spearheaded by this. And this album, I mean, there's good albums in every decade, and there was the album of the good decade.
Oh my god.
And you have it as 3 points less than this, bro.
3 points is not that much.
It's less.
Should I just make it an 8 and make it for your sake?
No, I think you should admit yourself to a psychiatric ward instead.
Oh my god, give me a break. Dude, it's all mediocre.
God,
and I like 3 songs. Head in a Ceiling Fan is more likely to become lovable than any positive movement from Let It Bloom. What do you think I'm going to grow to love?
How are you raised, bro? Who fucked
Am I
up
gonna
in your
grow to
life,
love
bro?
Freaking I don't know. I could actually grow to like Sea of Blasphemy. So that could happen too.
That song's not even like that good.
By your
Boomerang and Not a
metrics,
Problem,
those
bro.
songs are bad.
God, what kind of day and age do we live in where people can't think for themselves?
Dude,
I'm just kidding.
I prefer
For real though, bro. Where are we?
I prefer
You prefer this album
effort.
over Black
I prefer
Lips.
effort. Yes, I do prefer effort.
You prefer this album over Black
Yes.
Lips?
I will say that. Yes, because of those 3 songs. I like these 3 songs.
This is going in the fucking group chat,
I pretty
bro.
much only
This
like
is going in the group chat.
Sal. I'll be your. So there, me and Sal, bro, we're in this together. Even though I only gave it a 12, bro. He'd be pissed at me too. I don't care what your friends have to say. If they don't like Dark Side of the
Yeah,
Moon,
but
I
once you
don't
become
care,
alienated,
bro.
then it's sort of like a,
They don't like Dark Side of
it's
the
like a
Moon.
natural social inhibition,
like
and
Dark
nobody
Side of
wants
the
to be
Moon.
alienated, so I'm gonna alienate
Alienate me.
you, and
Tell
it'll be
them.
sick.
I don't care.
All right.
Feeling, yeah, no. I mean, it's both of them were bad. They're both low. They're close to the zeros.
Oh, that makes it feel better for some reason. Both of them were bad.
Let's see yours. Oh my god,
I had a
bro.
negative 38. I
Is that-
hated
that's
2
not
tracks.
lower than Radiohead, right?
Not anymore, no.
Okay.
Radiohead, my first rating was what, negative 32?
Negative 32? Yeah.
So this is up there with Radiohead. It's just trying too hard and then ending up making shit that, like, is just condescending. No, I'm just describing Radiohead, not this band.
Oh my god, bro.
This
Give
band's
me a
just
break.
bad. I mean, there was 2 ones. There was 2 songs that I like. The last 2.
Okay, yeah.
Lefty and In Between. I'm not going to add them to my playlist. I don't want to hear
They're in
that
my
shit.
playlist.
But when it comes on,
You
it's like,
don't want
all
to
right.
hear it.
No, but when it comes on, it's like, all right, like, play the
Okay,
song.
okay,
Play the
okay.
song. You know, don't skip it. Don't skip it.
Head in the Ceiling Fan, bro. That sounds
When
way
Lefty
good.
or Secret Society comes on,
No, sorry, Leaf.
throw your
Leaf,
fucking
Leaf.
speaker. Oh, sorry, yeah. Leaf or Secret Society
your
comes on,
speaker.
throw your fucking speaker, break that shit on the wall, or I'm gonna fucking do it right now.
Are
Other than
those
that,
negative 2s?
yeah. Other than that, mostly zeros and negative 1s.
Yeah. Not good. I got collectively this is my lowest scored week, I guarantee.
People
you.
like it though. People like it.
I like those.
Damn,
3
so
songs.
you
Those
might
3
have
songs are
actually.
good.
What was your Kanye score?
86 or something? So
It's
less
gonna be
than
a close
100
week.
together, bro.
It's gonna be a close week for sure. So we'll
Because
see.
you're negatives, huh?
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm like
Are we-
40 less than you. Almost 50.
Holy crap!
So yeah, I think you won this week.
I always win.
Because you can't hate music. All right, well, let's get it a short video because I
Wait.
gotta piss.
We didn't ask if we recommended the last album, but that goes with us.
Obviously, yeah.
Everyone's got to listen to the album. This one, nobody needs to listen to this album.
I will recommend it. If I know who you are, I will recommend it to certain
much better
people.
sad music,
I would recommend it to certain people. I
would
think this is
never.
some of the best shit in the genre.
No, it's not.
The genre is fucking terrible, but I think this
Oh,
is some of the
emo?
best shit in the genre. Yeah.
Dude, if you're sad and you want to listen to hard music or hard, like, relative to like
Emo
soft
music.
metal, Deftones fits the niche, bro. It's sad and pretty, but it's way more of quality. It's of way more quality.
Some
and
people
respect.
don't want to think of themselves as being pretty, though. They want to think of themselves as pieces of shit. And that's why Kendrick Lamar wrote some of the best shit ever made.
Listen to freaking You or something. I don't know. There's no point. Just don't. I cannot. I'll never recommend this album. I can't. I won't. I shan't. I shan't.
And
Period.
I sholt.